limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Jet, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and fine to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring, sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, I'm back. Season 2, we here. Next level, bigger and better. Let's go.
See me letting go. I'ma lose control. I'm not afraid to fall. Watch me drink it in and feel it all.
8 p.m. Monday night, so you know it's time to tune in to the Afterglow show. Shout out to Kofi and the fam, you rattlers, the football historian. The audience is pouring in at this time like Jackson State playing Grambling. Both hosts like quarterbacks, but ain't scrambling. The Alcorn state of mind that I'm in got me blending in, but standing out like tiger skin. Shout out to TSU and all the recruits, turning down big schools for HBCUs. They changed up the scheme, so we changing the scenes. Money for our likeness is nice, but this means we gotta give it all that we got in this game. Black college grad myself, I went to pain. Pick, run, hit, or throw, that's your option. Discussing the coaches, wins, and the losses on the Afterglow.
See me letting go.
Scotty, you went crazy.
I'ma lose control.
Every Monday night at 8, super crazy. Featuring Kofi and your boy Scotty. You know what time it is?
Go,
Let's,
go,
you heard me. Let's,
go,
season 2.
go.
Enjoy.
better. Nothing better than a Monday night show with the Afterglow people. You already know what it is. Make sure when you get in here, like the freaking stream. All right, like the freaking stream. And also, you already know it can't be nothing without my co-host, GOFUNDME.
What up, boy? What up, boy? What up, boy?
What's
What up, boy?
What's going
What
on?
up, boy?
What's goody?
What's good, man?
Nothing, man. Chilling, bro. Just chilling, you know, living a good life.
I see you, bro.
Living
That's
a
how you be looking when the Cowboys done won something.
Hey!
Let's go.
You feel me when you 3-1? Listen, I don't want Dak to come back while you playing. I
Really?
Oh, no.
Bruh. Why?
I like Coop. I like Cooper Rush. He takes shots when he needs to take shots. You know, he dinks it down when he needs to dink it down. I mean, I'm a Cooper Rush fan. Okay, I'm a Cooper Rush fan. So you know that ain't my you know I you know that come back, you know, it's okay, but you know I like Cooper Rush. You know, I'm just say that I like Cooper Rush. That's it right there. You know, that's just my company.
Wow, that's news to me.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Well, what's up with them Dolphins though?
We all right. Yes.
Y'all members can't get you get your medical team fired. Tua about to be a paraplegic. And y'all need
Here's the thing, bro. Like, they gotta be just like with any other rule, they have to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? The Ravens wide receiver had a whole concussion, you know, and he was able to come back. Nobody's even talking about him. You know, but Tua is such a lightning rod for any type of attention, whether it goes right, wrong, indifferent. He's so polarizing that anything that happens is just crazy. But they mishandled that situation because when I was watching the Buffalo game and he got up and he stumbled at first, I was like, oh, doggone, bro. Like, whoo, we about to lose this, man. And it wasn't no way we was gonna beat Buffalo with Teddy up there. It was just like, but then Tua came back out there, got the W, and I was like, Lord, they gonna find a way to put him back in there because he's hands down the best QB that we have.
Yeah.
And you know, just really with that measure of momentum that the Dolphins have been playing with, to have that to happen the way that it happened. They just didn't handle that situation right. They could have just ruled him out because obviously hindsight is, you know, 2020. They should have ruled him out for the Cincinnati game. Been like, hey, we wanted to be 3-1, but we didn't necessarily expect to be 3-1 at this point.
That's fair.
You know, so let's sit to it for this game. Bring Teddy out, see if we can and iron out a W here and save Tua for the rest of the season. But ain't no telling when he coming back. He gonna be out for at least the next 2 games.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got and with everything, with all the news and all the speculation, it's
just crazy, bro.
Yeah.
People be sleeping on, you know, but the media is just bruh, they are so powerful. The media is so powerful when it comes to influencing thought processes and really what happens. Even what happens on social media is big, you know, when it gets people and brings people attention to stuff. And I was like, bruh, they done got Tua out here. He looking like he dead out there. I was like, oh boy, this is bad. So
hey, listen. So real quick, you already know what's coming up. Let me see. Let me get this right real quick. I got the tailgate tour.
Let's go.
I'm gonna be at the FAMU South Carolina State game this Saturday. Tailgate.
I'm gonna be there too.
Yeah. So we both be up for that joker. At the FAMU South Carolina State tailgating for that. So if you're at the game, come by, say what's up. You already know they're doing a live pregame show at the tailgate right by the stadium. All right, doing it.
Oh.
Hey, we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep the tailgate tour going. Went on vacation for a little bit. Now we back.
Let's go.
Now we back. Now, before I get to today's show, listen, guys. You know, I like that. Like, you know, like Mike Todd says, we like to keep it humble, open, and transparent out here. All right, we like to keep it hot. I got a sponsorship with Reebok.
Well, that's old school right now, boy.
Yeah, you know, listen, Reebok came up to your boy. They was like, Scotty, we like what you're doing.
Let's go, Reebok.
We want to, you know what I'm saying? We want to do, you know, we want to be a part of this train that you building.
Let's go.
So I'm a go off screen. I'm gonna come back and show you the merch that Reebok came up with.
Merch?
Like, oh yeah, Reebok came official.
Merch?
Reebok said we doing a real partnership out here, so they got your boy some merch. You feel me?
Let's go with the merch.
I'm gonna change it to the new Reebok merch, and y'all, boy, I'm telling you.
Hey, is it them pump up shoes like they had back in the day? You got them?
No, it's not that, bro. It's not
Okay.
okay. But let me get the gear, and I'll be right back.
All right. Boy, it's got to come out here with them pump up shoes, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy, it's been to be off the chain. Yes, sir. Pump up shoes. Let's go. Let's go, pump ups.
Oh, listen, they came up with the new jersey. This is official Reebok jersey. Hey, listen, they came up. Listen. Hey, shout out to Reebok, right? Because so they opened it up for me, you know, with the partnership with the Glad. You know what I'm saying? It's just, listen, I really appreciate what Reebok did for me. You know, shout out to Reebok, okay?
You need to stop.
Yeah, you know how it go. You know how it go.
Boy, you look, boy.
Listen,
Boy, you.
Boy,
you looking like you straight out the Thunderdome in the
Hey,
city.
bro, come on, man. You see me?
We don't need another hero.
Man, you see me?
Let's go.
Listen, come on, man. Stop playing me, man. It's real out here. So shout out to Reebok, man. You already
Boy,
say.
I'm trying to tell you, boy, what's them garbage bag people?
Hey, you talking about Glad?
They're gonna be glad it's fitting to be hyping you, boy. Glad gonna be your sponsorship right there, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy, Glad.
Yeah. You know, so they said these are the new Grambling jerseys. They got the athletic cut on the side. See right there how they got the. It's the new athletic cut. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. I'm just telling you. Listen, shout out to Reebok. Shout out to Glad for doing the partnership. All right, now let's go to these week 5 reviews. All right, so these week 5 reviews. Out of all the games, Kof, and there's a lot of good games, a lot of blowouts too, a lot of good games. But out of all the games, which one, you know, stood out to you?
I'm gonna say the Alabama State victory over Texas Southern.
Really, that's what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Wow,
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that one. Obviously, you know, A&M winning homecoming was big. I can't. You see, your outfit is just messing with me right now. I was all focused and dialed in.
And that wasn't their homecoming. That wasn't their homecoming.
That was Alabama A&M's homecoming.
Oh, I thought you said my bad. I thought you still on the Andrew and the Alabama State. You talking about Alabama A&M and Bethune?
Yeah, but
okay,
the thing that really stood out to me, above all else, was them hidden dragons. Boy, that crouching tiger around here, boy, and them hidden dragons came out there. Like Godzilla, boy. They came out there breathing that fire on them big blue tigers, boy. I was like, now I know Tennessee State is not finna lose the darn lane. They not finna lose the lane. And then the band was sitting up there playing gin and juice, and I'm just like laid back with my mind on my money and my money on. But boy, them hidden dragons came out there like, wow. And they blew that fire on the big blue tigers, boy. Crouching tiger, hidden dragon. I was out there, boy.
You stupid. You stupid.
Ooh, if I had a Japanese accent, if I had one of them, y'all better be glad I can't speak no Japanese on today. Because I would have had that little thing, you know, when you be talking and stuff and then the lips keep going.
Onegaishimasu. Sumimasen, onegaishimasu. Arigato.
Yes, you sucks.
I spent a little time in Japan. You know, I spent a little time in Japan. You know what I'm saying? I got a few words. You know, sumimasen, arigato.
Bruh, that right there, that has to be the worst loss in Tennessee State history.
That's what they said. That's what they said.
Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea. Just like, how in the world?
And they what are they like 0-4, 0-5? They're
Bro,
0-5?
it was on their campus too. Now, in fairness to Tennessee State, I guess they felt like, you know, they had all them injuries and stuff to a lot of their key starters on offense. So, you know, it was a big deal. But to allow that many points with Tennessee State's defense, the way that they're capable of playing, for them to take a mental break the way that they did is just dumbfounding.
Yeah. Let me see something. Let me get my. I want to show Twitter something real quick. But I'm gonna talk about a few games. Listen, the game for me. One, I got to give credit to. Let me see. Let me load this up. I got to give credit to Southern. Okay, I got to give credit where credit is due.
It was only UAPB. Are you
Yeah, but I asked for style points. They gave me style points. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I said that with Perry White. I said, you gotta prove that you should not be on this field. And that's what they did. So I gotta give them credit for doing what they were supposed to do. All right. I gotta give them doing what they were supposed to do. And
Southern went out there, bro. I'm watching these darn plays. I'm like, look at all that darn space. Like, I literally could have run anywhere out there. It was like UAPB just was like, okay, we're going to let y'all score. Like that team that the Harlem Globetrotters plays every year. Yeah. You know, every time they come out there and you know that the Globetrotters is finna win. That's what UAPB looked like this weekend.
So I want to show that, because this is the game I want to talk about. All right, this is the game I want to talk about. I want to talk about this game. This game I want to talk about. And when I bring this up, I want to share my screen with an individual who is a North Carolina Central grad. Right, his name is Josh Sims Crowell. And now, mind you, this is his weekly poll. He put North Carolina Central University at number 2 after they got beat to sleep. Now, I don't understand how you can't even make that make sense to me when your team played another FCS team and got drugged the way they did, because this game wasn't competitive at all. At all. They didn't score. And I think they scored most of their points in the fourth quarter, but I don't even think they scored in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. And you got the nerve to come back on a week 5 review and put North Carolina Central University number 2?
He's an NCC grad, right?
Bro, you smoking crack. You smoking crack.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Smoking a crack pipe. That like that doesn't even like. Listen, man. I it's a lot of teams that I don't like and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you got to call a spade a spade. This game wasn't even
this week, and it's just 1 week. Take the L, move them down, keep it moving. You'll be all right.
You could move them to 5. You could have moved them to 5. You know, I think
about
5,
7.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you couldn't go that far. But 5, I think 5 is pretty. You know, 5 was.
That's legit.
That's decent. You know what I'm saying? That's just. But listen, I want to say something about this game because a lot of people, I think they're getting this misconstrued about football. North Carolina Central University is not overrated. This score does not tell you that North Carolina Central is overrated. What this score tells you is if you match up with the wrong team on the wrong day, you get what's that thing he said?
Drugged.
If you F around, you will find out. That chart, he said, the more you F around, the more you'll find out. All right? The more you F around, the more you'll find out. And this game was a bad matchup. Campbell is a monster on the trenches. All right? They are so
That's football, bro.
huge.
That is football. Now, here is the thing that just kills me to no end. And why HBCUs have to be like, God damn, like, really? How long has Campbell been playing football?
5 years. 10 years, maybe 10 years, 5 years non-scholarship, 5 years scholarship.
10 years total.
Yeah, I believe so.
North Carolina Central has had a team since forever, ever. So for these new schools to come out of nowhere, and this guy has the number 2 or number 1 recruiting class in the entire country, then comes out and beats you down. That wasn't just them, but really other HBCUs down with a 5-year scholarship program.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen.
You have to look at that and be like, we're getting it wrong. We're doing it wrong. There's something that we're missing for an upstart team to come out of nowhere, and be better than you, better than us. That's just dumbfounding to me. Just how do we allow that to continue to happen in 2022?
Absolutely. Hey, I can tell you one. Their facilities. Hey, Camel is there. Listen, that field is dope. Okay, with the camel in the center of what is that, Tennessee? I think that's Tennessee. Yeah, they got like the state and they got like the camel inside. Man, listen, and they a private school. That's one with private money. I mean, listen, they doing it, man. They doing it.
Again, to come out of nowhere, to be able to influence recruits who didn't even know that you existed, and they now want to come to your school as an HBCU. Yes, in North Carolina, for HBCUs, that's like a real. It should be a wake-up call for us to legitimately get our houses in order. Mm-hmm. There's no excuse for us. Homecomings aside, yeah, homecomings are dope. Yeah, our crowds are great. That's amazing. But for them to beat one of our own the way that they did.
They had a DB, man, listen, I don't know if you watched the game.
I watched the highlights. Yeah, but I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. That safety that they have, a true freshman, I think his name is like Roswell. They flipped him from Michigan, right? They flipped him from Michigan, 4-star safety.
Whole Michigan.
Yeah, they flipped him from Michigan.
The Wolverines.
And that kid is amazing. That kid is a dog for real. You know what I'm saying? And listen, when that game comes up with Jackson State, I'll break it all down then. But Roser, yeah, no, it was from Michigan. But man, listen, that kid was special. That kid is special. Just watching this game, because Blue texted me today and said that Campbell has the biggest O-line in the FCS.
3,000 pounds, bro.
Yeah, they got the biggest. That's what Blue texted me. He said.
How do you even match up with that? Because, you know, I've been talking with a lot of people, right? So everybody's like, scheme. I was like, bro, have you seen North Dakota State play football? It's nothing exotic about what they do. It's nothing fancy about what they do. They line up, they bust you in the mouth, they catch balls, they execute, and that's the end of the game. You know, we make it so complicated. It's like, you know, because everybody now, the hot thing right now, because of the success that Jackson State is having, people want to get celebrity this, celebrity that, you know, so you can do this and do that and XYZ. Campbell don't have no celebrity.
Mike Minter is an NFL guy.
Is he Hall of Fame?
No, but he's an NFL guy.
How many? We've had tons of NFL guys be our coaches.
True.
Bubba McDowell is an NFL guy at Prairie View.
True.
Yeah. Ken Riley was an NFL guy at FAMU. We've seen that before. You know, but their football budget is $5 million.
Let you simmer on that. But a correction, guys. I apologize. Rouser was an Arkansas commit. I apologize. So he still was an FBS Power 5 commit that Mike Minter got to flip down to.
That's still huge, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
An upstart program like Campbell, that's big.
Yeah, and listen, he's worth every penny. Whatever they pay for that, Bama, worth every penny. If they didn't pay for him, he's worth everything they did to get him because the kid is special. Listen, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna move back to some other games. Watching that O-line work, right? Watching that O-line work was like, it looked like the Great Wall of China. It looked like their shoulder pads were literally insequential, just parallel, and they literally would just move people off the ball. It didn't even seem like you could find a seam or whatever. On top of the tempo, listen, this is what even crazier. You got an offensive line that big, and the O-line in the team moves so fast. Like the tempo, usually when you have a high tempo team, you have a very athletic O-lineman. So they might be 6'8", 305, 6'8", 280. You know, so they can get up and run and what. Dude, these dudes are huge. And the tempo that Campbell is running with is just out of this world.
Who did they lose to, bro?
They lost to William and Mary, which is a top 25 team, and they lost to East Carolina, I think, the Pirates, the one and they beat Citadel. They beat the Citadel. So that was their record. So they came into the game 1-2 or 1-3. No, 1-2. They came into the game 1-2, and then you see, you know, what it was. But man, and I went back and watched that East Carolina game against Campbell. Listen, that East Carolina running back, he's special. Oh, he's special. He's special. So it's pretty, man. It's really pretty. And what adds, okay, also, when you're talking about Campbell, and this is the thing I've been talking about with Grambling. If anybody who watched that game against Campbell, you saw Malik Williams receivers, they making plays. They were catching everything. I mean, bad ball, back shoulder, high, contested, open, not open. It did not matter. They didn't drop anything. And their best player is a 6'6" tight end who's a receiver / tight end. And he just as special. I got
talent, bro.
Man, listen, them boys, listen, man, them boys are special, bro. Them wide receivers, and that's what I keep saying about, and this is what I keep saying about Grambling. You just need people to make plays, and that's what they don't have. And if we're talking about, I don't think I have that game. Yeah, if we're talking about that game, man, I don't know what to do with Grambling at this point. I really don't, because if I'm being honest, the game looked winnable after you took everybody out. After you took Quintarius out, you put Caldez in, and you started like subbing people out, it looked like they kind of got a spark, but then PV was like, shut that shit down. Man, whatever. You're not winning this game. But I don't know, man. You know, I'm not taking. I don't want to take anything away from PV because I think they're a great team. But Grambling, man.
Here's the deal, right? Hugh Jackson's coming in and he's trying to build a culture. You come in, your team comes out with all of this belief. They've got this energy. They got uniforms. They got all of this support, right?
Yeah.
All of this energy is coming in. Lost one. It's kind of like, well, we wasn't necessarily finna win that game. No way. We still believe. Lost number 2. Well, you know, we wasn't necessarily finna win that one anyway. They get a W. Then they come up against Jackson State, which they really wanted to try to prove, and they proved that they're a capable football team. But at the end of the day, it's still an L.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's still an L.
Still an L.
So then you come down to Daytona. It's like, surely we can do something against BCU.
Surely.
But then Cookman's like, Wildcats. You know, and so it's like, dang, we could be Cookman. Then Cookman comes back and loses to Alabama A&M this week, right? So then you're like, doggone it, we got to go to the State Fair Classic and play our Prairie View team. We can win that. But guess what? Prairie View won the game last year in convincing fashion.
Yeah, I think they won 4 in a row.
Yeah, and it was already 4. Now this makes 5.
Yeah, God, dog.
So now it's kind of like that message begins to fall on those ears, you know, on deaf ears. It's like, when do you start not to believe? When do you start not to trust the schemes? You know, how long can you maintain that energy and that buy-in? Because the schedule is not going to get any easier from this point.
Not even the least bit. Not even the least bit. And let me play this for you, Kofi. And to me, this is where I think Grambling has sort of hit rock bottom, in my personal opinion. I think they've kind of hit rock bottom. And you just tell me your opinion.
Dear Grambling, we love you, dear. Oh, Grambling, we're loyal to thee. Our dear school will fight for thee forevermore.
Now, this is off of Hugh Jackson's TikTok account. The guy with the shades ain't saying nothing, and it gets worse. Oh, it gets worse.
And when the game is scored and won, the victory ring with victory song. Oh, Grambling, dear Grambling, we love you, dear. Oh, Grambling.
Don't nobody want to be there.
Oh, Grambling, oh, Grambling. Oh, sorry. Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely art.
Boy, listen, that Jake was so depressing.
Branches.
That's so, I mean, if you look at this, the kid with the shade, the kids with the shade right here, he says it all.
It's
he
a
ain't
funeral.
saying nothing.
It's a funeral.
Glory to thee, our dear school.
The kid on the right ain't saying nothing. The kid in the back, he dark, he blending in with the walrus. He ain't saying nothing. Like, oh, the tiger, that's a tiger. You know what I'm saying?
We'll fight for thee forevermore.
The kid right here, the dark-skinned kid looking around, he don't know. Nobody know the theme, and everybody singing it sadly.
I wouldn't have posted that.
That's facts.
I would not have posted that. I would not have posted that. Because everything you post sends a message about your program and where you are. You know, just skip it. If you're not going to do it right, or do it with justice and show that you believe, you shouldn't do it. But I think Hugh is I would like to think that Hugh Jackson is a capable, good coach. Okay. But he hasn't proven it.
Nah, he's not. He hasn't. He
hasn't proven it. And, quiet as it's kept, the SWAC is not an easy conference to just run up and down and get victories and stuff, and just run amok over people just because you went to the NFL or came from the NFL or whatever you came from. It's not easy. So you got to find a way, to get it done. And right now they're not.
Yeah, absolutely not. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to go into, hey, you already know what it is. Buy, sell, hold.
I'm selling Grambling. Before you even put it up there, they gone.
All right, guys, we'll be right back after these commercials.
When we invest in ourselves, we're investing in what's next for all of us. Growing, creating, making moves that move us all forward. Together, we are Black beyond measure.
You just gave us all a brand new iPhone 13.
We've been customers for years.
We got iPhone 13s too. Switched 2 minutes ago, literally right before this.
iPhone 13 on us on any unlimited plan for every customer, with plans starting at just $35. All on the network more people rely on.
All right, let's get back to the show.
Let's go.
You already know what it is. It is ho, 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 ho. Set up, sell, ho. All right, Hugh Jackson lasting 2 seasons in the SWAC. What do you have on that, Kofi? Buy, sell, or hold?
I'll buy that.
Oh, you're buying. Okay. Listen. Oh, I'm selling. Sell.
So listen to what I'm saying. Are we saying that he's going to? You're saying that you're not sure whether or not he's going to last 2 seasons.
You're buying that he's going to last more than 2 seasons. I'm selling that he won't last 2 seasons.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Or holding is just like, I'm gonna see where it goes from there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hold on that one.
Okay,
I'm gonna hold.
I'm selling. Oh, I got to say, listen, Travion Scott should have been fired. All right, that Bama should have been fired. Hugh Jackson is not what you paid for. All right, he needs to go. The reason I say he won't last 2 seasons is because I think if he doesn't bounce back in his second year, you gotta let him go. Got to let him go. Got to let him go. So that's just me personally. That's just how I feel about that. All right. Next up on new Grambling merch ideas. All right, because they get the slogan, who that? All right. So I thought we should take it to another level. Who that losing? Who that coaching?
What are we doing?
What are you doing?
Who idea was this?
Who idea was this? Who getting fired? Like, these are all Hugh that jokes that I feel these are great merch ideas. So if listen, Grambling fans, at any time you want to take any of these ideas,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? All right, if you want to take any of these ideas, please be my guest. Just know I get royalties. Okay.
What are you doing? What the H are you doing?
Hey, who that losing? Okay. Who that? Anyway,
now here before everybody, just jumps on it. The thing is, this team has a measure of talent. And I believe sooner or later they're going to find some measure of inspiration. They're going to knock somebody off, but right now it's not looking good at all.
I talked to my boy Smash. He was at the State Fair Classic. He said, "Man, Scotty, you ain't winning West." Hey, I talked to my boy Smash, and he said, "Scotty, That Grambling team is huge. He said it's absolutely huge. He said he just thinks it's pure coaching. He said, Scotty, I just think it's coaching. He said because they have the talent and they're big as I don't know what. He says he just thinks it's straight up coaching, and he's not the first person that I've heard that from. It just is.
Look, when it came to the new signees and different things, even hearing Hugh Jackson's philosophy on the type of players that he wants and how he believes in size and how size matters in football, and it does. This is where you have to put your players in position and keep things really, really simple. His cheat code was going to be art brows. But everybody blocked that. Thank you, Doug. Blocking art brows, who could have helped those guys, you know. But that's a whole nother topic right there. You know, how just people that ain't even working for the university just come in and just sabotage you. You're not on the payroll. And I get it. I'm not going there. All right. They got talent. So if you go in there thinking that they're going to be a pushover, I think you're going to be sorely mistaken, especially if they figure out what they need to do.
Yeah, man. I listen, man.
You are the only participant in the conference. All participants are muted.
I'll say this. I think Art Browse is a genius. I think Art Browse is a wonderful offensive mind. I don't know if I don't know if you can fix J.R. Waters dropping the ball or, you know, Maurice Washington not being on the field or your players, you know, fumbling in big moments. Like, I don't know if you can fix all of that. I think you can have a great scheme, but you still need guys to make plays. And I don't think he has the guys that make plays. It is what it is. And if I'm Hugh, I'm sticking with Caldez, and I'm gonna just ride with him because Quintarius Hawkins is not the answer. He's just not to me. I don't know. I just don't know.
I can dig it.
All right, next up on Buy, sell, hold. Buy, sell, hold. FAMU making a run.
Oh.
Hold. Okay, explain there, Kofi, old boy.
You know, we made a run last year. Making a run is not. This team is different. It's just every year, you know, you have a new team, you have a new feel. The thing is, this will probably be Coach Simmons' toughest coaching job with all of the adversity and everything that they've had to overcome and deal. The thing is, though, this team is talented. You watched the game on Saturday. I saw a team that was more than capable, but when you don't convert on your third downs with simple stuff, it's kind of like, dang, bro, you literally like drop that ball. And these are people that don't normally do it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we haven't played with a full deck with everybody, with all our running backs back, but they'll be back this week versus South Carolina State. I'm gonna hold because I want to see Musa play against South Carolina State this week. I think if they get it done this week, I'm definitely buying.
I'm a hold with you. I'm a hold with you. I haven't seen a dominant FAMU performance.
They haven't had it, you know. And again, you know, as you look at it, right? People like, you know, well, what's up? The standard is the standard at FAMU, and we're expecting to do what we're supposed to do. At the end of the day, if I'm looking at it objectively and not as a homer or even a hater, and I'm like, did those compliance and administrative issues affect the way that this team was able to prepare? Yes.
That's good.
I have to look at it from the standpoint of saying, Did the hurricane have an effect on this team's practice schedule, wondering whether or not you're going to be in Tallahassee, wondering whether or not you're going to be in Atlanta, Birmingham, possibly in Atlanta? Thinking about it, wondering if XYZ, if this stuff was going to happen. You know, how much did that media attention, the negative media attention that the football team got, how did it affect their preparation? How long was that a part of the conversation in the locker room while you're trying to get ready to play solid or decent opponents?
Yeah.
You know, all of that stuff, you have to weigh at it, and it does matter because at the end of the day, these are still college kids. They're not getting millions of dollars for this to, you know, rule out all of this stuff, and it's still a big deal. So
that's fair. That's fair. I like the hold though. I like the hold. So next up, hold, high sail hold. Buy, sell, hold of Texas Southern keeping Andrew Buddy.
I'm selling.
Oh, I want to say I'm sell. Fire sale.
I'm selling. TSU, prepare your hearts, prepare your minds for Andrew Body to be somewhere else. Because you know, it's a lot. The whole coaching scenario right there is up in the air. And he has pro aspirations. And y'all fan base is raggedy with y'all support. You know, I could see it if you all would at least show up to the game 20,000, 15, 17,000 strong. Y'all don't even do that. It's a wrap. No. Sale.
Hey, I got some PV alums in here. Come to PV.
Look,
right up the street.
Y'all tripping, right, but it could happen. But Prairie View, y'all don't even come to the darn game. Now, if y'all ain't there this week, I got a big question mark. How can you go to a classic and not come to your home game?
Ooh. They said it was like 50,000 people.
53,000 people.
Ooh.
How y'all gonna ride y'all hips up to a classic and can't even pack out your own stadium? On homecoming.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'll say this to you guys. Don't be surprised if you see if listen, I haven't talked to the bodies. I'm good friends with them. I have not discussed any of this. So nothing I'm saying is speaking for the family. All I'm telling you is this. Do not be surprised if he does not stay in the SWAC. Because what he did to Rice last year, I would not be surprised if Rice does not come calling for an in-state kid that plays quarterback the way he does. So I'm just saying, do not be shocked or, oh, my God, like Rice is right up the street. They wouldn't have no problem trying to recruit that kid after he put 350 total yards on them. So I just you know, but I'm selling this. Oh, my God, listen. The only way to me, and I'm speaking as if Andrew was my son. If Andrew was my son, this is what I would do. I would tell Andrew to jump in the portal after the season. I would go to Texas Southern and I would say this. I'm going to treat him like LeBron did the Cleveland Cavaliers. I want to see what your coaching hire is going to be because McKinley better be gone. He better be gone. So whoever you bring in, if they can recruit the state of Texas, I'll give it another shot. I'll give it another shot. But if you don't go get nobody that makes waves, we out the door. We is out the door. We gone. We gone. So that would definitely be my thing. I think that white boy at UTSA, the one that broke all the records, he has one more year, so I wouldn't go there because there's no way Andrew's going to start over that white boy from UTSA. So no. He has one more year. I don't think because he had that COVID year. So yeah. But all right, let me go. You know, I'm gonna go on my soapbox real quick. All right, I'm gonna go on my soap. If you don't know what LMTMS means, it is what it is. All right, you'll figure it out. Texas Southern. There is no possible reason why Clarence McKinley and David Marsh still have jobs. There's no possible way. I'm not the guy that likes to get people fired. I don't like to do all that. But these Bama's need to be fired. They are making Andrew look, beyond pathetic. This is a kid as a freshman who went toe-to-toe with Akil Glass. Touchdown for a touchdown with Akil Glass. Put 50 on UAPB as a true freshman. Came in and turned Texas Southern around, okay? Single-handedly. Him and Ladarius are a package deal. They are legit. And the mere fact that you got my guy, Andrew Buddy, looking like a bona fide scrub is absolutely ridiculous. It should be a travesty that these Bamas are still coaching at college football. It's no way possible. And then you lose to Alabama State, and they were on life support the whole game. Life support the whole game. And you pooch kicking, you doing dumbass calls, you running when you should have been throwing, you're not doing quick out. Listen, a lot of people are like, oh, 1, 2, 3, body's not it. I'm telling you, you better ask Kofi. Coaching matters. Look at Tua without Mike McDaniel and those athletes around him, and look at him before he got a new coach and those weapons around him. Coaching matters, talent matters, and you get to see the true potential of said quarterback or said person. So listen, I'm telling you right now, Texas Southern, whoever's the AD, and you still don't got no locker rooms. And you still, I swear, folk God, if I was Andrew Body, there's no way I'm a college athlete. I've been there for 2 years, and I ain't got no locker room. And you wonder why you can't get nobody. Man, y'all better miss me with that. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous.
Again, my problem with the whole, and I've been on this for some time about the Texas schools. Both schools have the resources to get it done. You have the resources. The thing is, the administration at Texas Southern has to be willing to do what's necessary to be solid.
Facts.
And they've proven time and again that they are unwilling to do what's necessary. It's an arms race. If you're serious, Texas Southern legitimately could be top 3 in the SWAC every freaking year. Legitimately. But they're not, because A, their administration is not there, but B, their alumni doesn't care, and they don't demand more. So there's a structural issue there, wherein your alumni don't have the weight that they could have and should have.
Yeah.
In a major market like Houston, it just doesn't make any sense.
And William Graves is 100% right. How do high schools in Texas look better than Texas Southern? That doesn't even make sense to me. These kids are putting everything on the line, their bodies, their time, their efforts, to be in a program that won't even give them locker rooms. The bathroom don't work in one of the like it's just backed up. And I like, these are kids reaching out to me and telling me what they're going. Not Andrew. Me and Andrew do not talk like that. So if anybody wants to say, oh, Andrew, it's not Andrew Body telling me none of this. It is kids on the team. Messaging me on Instagram, parents hitting me up. I mean, it's crazy to me to where these are. Go ahead, Cove.
No, but then you look at a school like Campbell, who comes out of nowhere, and they're able to get these recruits because they actually care. It's true. Prairie View does have locker rooms.
Nice ones. Real
Nice ones. They
All right,
got
real
nice
nice.
facilities.
Yeah, all right, real
Probably overall, as an athletic program, they have the best facilities overall in the SWAC.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, at the same time, our administrations have to step up.
With no fans.
No fans. And they still don't come to the game.
Best facilities ain't got no fans. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Horrible.
It's wild. Let me see. All right, last one-on. Jackson State scoring 60 on Alabama State. The silence is so funny.
I would like to say whew, I'm going to buy that.
Oh!
I hope Alabama State shows up on their homecoming. I hope they come and fight like a bunch of Hornets. But this game has been earmarked for a reason on Jackson State's calendar. Deion's out there. He's focused. He remembered that they put his Jerry Curl up there on the scoreboard the last time. J State coming, and they come in deep. That's gonna be a packed game. ASU, it's on you to don't allow that to happen at your crib, but I could see that happen.
So I don't know if you see this on Twitter, but I'm gonna definitely show. If anybody hadn't seen this on Twitter, I'm about to show it to you.
For homecoming, thinking they could beat them.
No, I don't think it's disrespectful. I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant because the man is not thinking would say it's disrespectful, but the man that does think would say, you know what? This is like a money game, isn't it? This is like one of those games that you invite the opponent so you could make a lot of money because Jackson State travels deep. They come with all the fanfare, all the love. You know how many fans we travel with. We one of the greatest shows on earth. We're like Wrangling, Barnum, and Bailey Circus, but the black version of it. So it was brilliant to invite us there because you're going to make some money. But what comes along with money? All money ain't good money. We're going to learn. All money ain't good money. We're going to learn. But that's what that was about. That wasn't about nothing else because you have other schools you could have chosen for such a prestigious day as that.
Listen. This is my only thing. This is my only thing. Is that not considered front running? Listen. I talk smack with the best of them, but this is my issue with Deion. When Alabama State won their game in the spring, he brought up it was classless. It was this. It was that. But you're literally talking trash about what this game is. You're calling it a money game. In saying that you're going to, what comes with a money game? All money ain't good money. Like I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Here's what I want to say with that, right? It's Deion, right? It's Deion. It's Deion. It's Deion. Bama State, it's on y'all, bro. Don't let them come up in there and lay down like Alabama A&M did. Now, here's the deal. Bama State's offensive line is capable of moving people around on Jackson State's line. They have the tools with a mobile enough QB to cause problems for Jackson State. The question is, can they mentally stay with the program or stay with the assignment for 60 minutes? And can that defense apply enough pressure to Shedeur or possibly get him out of the game?
Listen, let me go back to my buy sell hold. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it. And the reason I'm selling it is because of this. I'm not saying they won't blow them out. I think they're going to blow them out. I just don't think it's going to be 60. I think Alabama State has too much pride. I think they have too much grit on the defensive side of the ball to let that happen. That their calling card is their defense. So I just can't rock, or I just can't even imagine them allowing Ershad Davis, Bubba, the freshman number 0. Not number 0, number 20 something, like the DB. Cole Pepper. I can't imagine them boys allowing them to score 60 points. I just can't see it happening.
Now,
go ahead.
Here's the word of caution. Like, Bama State, of the teams in the SWAC, has a history of messing with Jackson State while they're undefeated. It's like it's a jinx game. Somehow, some kind of way, Bama State has been one of them teams that traditionally has snuck up on Jackson State, like South Carolina State. South Carolina State, Jackson State has never beaten South Carolina State.
Really?
Ever. They've never beaten South Carolina State.
Wow. Did not know that. Did not know that.
Not in football. So, but Bama State traditionally, historically, is one of those teams, and J-State's not going to have any excuses. They're going to come in there, and they're going to be like, XYZ. This is where we're going to see if them analytics is what it is. This is a heart check game.
And I agree with you on that. It's a cojones game. Grab your balls. You know what I'm saying? You better come to play. Now, this is my thing. And I talked to somebody on the Jackson State staff, and he said the one thing about Demetrius Davis that they're worried about is that in big games, he shows up. Like, he gets up for games like this. You know what I'm saying? Like state championships. You know what I'm saying? So that's their real concern, is Demetrius Davis of old going to reemerge and come alive in this game because it's a big game.
The key is that running game. If Bama State is able to run the ball consistently, they can win the game. Straight up.
Should be a good one. All right, guys, listen. That was buy, sell. Oh, hey, that's it. Buy, sell, hold, buy, sell. All right, listen, before we go to commercial break, if you're looking at me and saying, why the hell does Scotty have a trash bag on? Listen, this is a sponsored Reebok edition, okay, of the new Grambling jerseys. They officially signed me up. Got the athletic cut underneath the sleeves right here. Suction fitted, so when you sweat, it sticks to you.
Suction fit.
Hey, suction fitted. As soon as you start sweating, it just sticks to you. Like they can't even grab it off of you. It's official. All right, I should have put my name on the back. I should have had them put Scotty on the back, but it was a quick one. So that's my sponsorship with Reebok. All right. So we'll be right back after these commercial break, and we'll be back to see the Week 6 matchups.
Get your pickup orders at the same time as your prescriptions at Walgreens.
When we invest in ourselves, we're investing in what's next for all of us. Growing, creating, making moves that move us all forward. Together, we are Black beyond measure.
You just gave us all a brand new iPhone 13.
We've been customers for years.
We got iPhone 13s too. Switched 2 minutes ago, literally right before this.
iPhone 13 on us on any unlimited plan for every customer, with plans starting at just $35. All on the network more people rely on.
Better get you a caddy. What's that? Was like, I got a Cadillac. I forgot. Was it on the Dream Girl?
Step into the best side. Woo, woo, woo. Gonna take a me ride. Woo, woo, woo.
Got me a Cadillac.
Let's go.
Car. All right, listen real quick. We are officially on Apple Music and Spotify. All right, listen, if you want to check us out, you already know what it is. I got both of the theme songs on there. We got Afterglow on here on the Apple Music as well. We got The Breakdown as well. So if you want to listen to those in your car, just jamming on the way to work, we appreciate all streams. We try to go. I'm trying to get me a plaque. You feel me? So you guys can listen to those songs. And also, we do have a mixtape in the works as well with some tracks that we are coming up with. So just want to thank you guys for your support. And you can check that out at OFFSCRIPT Production on Apple Music. All right. Week 6 matchups, Kof. All right. You got Norfolk State, Morgan State. I'm really excited about that one. You got Texas Southern, UAPB, Bethune-Cookman, Tennessee State. All right. And the very interesting matchups, South Carolina State, FAMU, Alabama State, Jackson State. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with Morgan and Norfolk.
Let's get it.
Morgan. Norfolk State is about a year away from being back in the conversation. But I think it's gonna be a solid game. I look for Morgan State to pull away late.
Listen. I think Morgan's. Listen, I'm excited to see what Norfolk State does in conference play. They have not played a conference game yet, so this will be their first one. They haven't been able to do anything out of conference, but Morgan State, I think they're here. You know, everybody said 2 years away, 3 years away. They're here now, right now. And I think Morgan State is about to break the brakes off Norfolk State. I hope I don't jinx them guys, but Lord have mercy. I think Morgan State, and I need to get me some Morgan State merch. All right, listen. Going to Texas Southern UAPB, let me tell you, this is McKinley's firing game. Lose to UAPB if you want to. Lose to UAPB if you want to, Texas Southern. Clarence McKinley will be on the tarmac. He'll be Herm Edwards getting fired on the field.
Here's the deal. UAPB played a raggedy game this week. They played as bad as you could possibly play. I know Southern ain't that good. They're good. But that good? No. UAPB beat Lane. Just to put it in perspective.
Yeah.
All right. They're not a bad squad. So if Texas Southern goes in there and they don't play well, UAPB is capable of beating them. That being said, Texas Southern gonna win this game.
Yeah, I need Texas Southern to come through. I'm sorry. I got to pick my boys, Andrew and them. Listen, I think this is a get back game. I think this is a get right game for Tennessee State. Bethune-Cookman to me has to be the biggest fool's gold in the SWAC because they should have lost the Grambling game. Who they lose to last week? They lost to Alabama A&M. Like, they're just not good defensively, and Terry Sims is a defensive-minded coach. So, to me, this is a game Tennessee State should be able to get back right. But don't step on Bethune-Cookman from scoring points. They'll score points, but they won't be able to stop anybody. Go ahead, Kof.
Only if Tennessee State is healthy.
True.
And if Tennessee State is not healthy, Cookman's going to win this game. And it's Tennessee State's homecoming. I would like to see Tennessee State bounce back, and get some energy from somewhere. But Nashville is buzzing. They like, holy moly, bro, we done lost the darn. Woo, that take the energy out the sales during homecoming week, bro. The campus is buzzing. All these people coming back. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Bethune on this one. I just think that, as much as I say they're fool's gold, they know who they are. Sadly, even though, listen, if you know you ain't a diamond, you Cubic Zirconia, you better stunt like one. All right, you better stunt like one.
Gonna be stunting, bro.
Well, they stunting Cubics all up in the ear. Hey, that's they 20s, not they 10s, but I keep them clean though. All right, That's Bethune-Cookman at this point in time. So I think Bethune can pull this game out. I hope Tennessee State can come out with the dub, man. You don't want to go 0-5 and lose to a SWAC. Listen, you're not going to – that OVC is about to get real ugly for you if you're about to go 0-5 and you got to go into conference play. It's just not going to look pretty for you. Ooh. All right. The very interesting matchups. FAMU, South Carolina State, Jackson State, Alabama State. Let me go first. Listen, there's no way Jackson State loses to Alabama State. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't see it happening. I don't understand it happening. My score is 45-14 Jackson State.
That's about right. That's about right. That's about right. I'm gonna push it down a little bit. I'm gonna say 38-21 J State.
Whoa! I like that score though. That's a game. That's a game.
I'm looking for Bama State to come out there with a whole bunch of fight, man. And again, they got the personnel to do it. They have the athletes to do it.
Ooh.
The question is whether or not they're gonna have the execution to do it. And they've got the personnel to play tough and to be physical with Jackson State, which is what you need. It's just a matter of whether or not they're going to get the breaks. Now, I'm going to tell you again, them referees in Montgomery, look, I'm trying to tell y'all, they special. The last time J-State played up there, they had a running back that ran outside down the sideline for a clear score. He was tiptoeing, but the Bama State referee said he stepped out on the 38. He looked at the replay. After further review, the call stands. 1st and 10 Jackson State from the 38. I was like, that boy didn't step out of bounds. He didn't step out. Bama State referees are unique, they are special, and they will make up calls to put you at a disadvantage. Don't sleep on the refs.
I got people talking about,
and it's homecoming.
I got people talking about that they won't score 21 points, but to me, I mean, we'll see.
Didn't Grambling score 24?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a late 24, but they scored it.
Did they score 24 or did they score 24?
It's going to happen. People said they wasn't going to score 10.
Didn't Valley score 10? And that was at home.
So, you know what I'm saying? FAMU, South Carolina State's on you, sir.
Whew. My team. Now, I'm going to tell you, South Carolina State, this is their first home game. And if there's been any team that I've always just had total respect for, it's definitely South Carolina State and Buddy Pugh, because they play football. You know what they're going to do, but you have to come out there. You got to play a full 60 minutes. And I have not seen that from FAMU this year. Capable, yeah, but I haven't seen it. I do think that FAMU has the better team. But, you know, South Carolina State's looking at the fact that they lost us last year, the last 2 years, the way that they have. So they're coming in with a little extra oomph. That crowd's going to be packed. I'm going to stick with my boys. I want to say Jinx pick South Carolina State.
Don't jump on the bandwagon. Don't jump on the bandwagon.
Hey, I was like, Jinx pick.
Listen,
but I'm gonna say FAMU by 10.
I think I'm really interested in to see what Nix looks like for South Carolina State, having a full week of practice, having a full week with the ones, because he made South Carolina University. He made them boys look stupid. That boy Tyrese Nix is an athlete. There's no way you go back to Corey Fields after seeing what Tyrese Nix did to South Carolina University. And I think with that being said, I think he's the difference maker in that game. You still got Shaq. You still got Jablonski. I believe South Carolina State can stop the run. and put Musa in some precarious situations. I have South Carolina State winning this one 24-20. 24-20 South Carolina State. So that means FAMU is pretty much going to win. That's all right. All right. And for the game of the week. The return of Dooley. This is a good game. This is an absolutely, there is no other game of the week for us. Usually me and Kofi have 2 different games of the week. It is only one. Southern. PV. School with no fans. All right. Takes on the return of Dooley. All right, Kofi, it's on you. Southern wins if.
Southern University will win the game if they can withstand the intensity and physicality of Prairie View. This is definitely I want to say McCray has 0 interceptions, and the team rushes for over $100. Sorry, 100 yards. 100 yards. But I want to go back to number 1, withstand the intensity and physicality of Prairie View, because this is a personal game. Like, Prairie View's athletes and them boys is like, this is personal. Prairie View is going to take this personal, just like they did that Andrew Body game at the beginning of the year. And Andrew Body and them shut out Southern University. It's not looking good for Southern University right now, but we gonna see.
Somebody said the Southern's unofficial home game. I heard they pack out Houston really well. PV wins if
they rush for 150 yards. They've been averaging over 160 on the ground. The defense forces 2 or more turnovers, and they keep the game methodical, meaning that they're in control and they're not necessarily threatened by anything that Southern is doing defensively. They were making plays in the passing game. That passing game is showing up. The thing is going to be Dooley knows their personnel, right? For the most part.
That's good.
He knows the strengths of that team that he built. He knows the weaknesses of that team that he built. I believe that he knows how to attack them, but this is definitely going to be a gut check game, because Prairie View's they are not going to want to let Dooley come back in that stadium and beat them.
I like it. When I saw you say keeps the game methodical, I was like, what the hell is keeps the game methodical?
Yeah. Keep the game methodical. That means you stay in control of the game. You know, I make you to have to be spectacular to beat me. You know what I'm going to do. Can you stop me? You're not making me do anything different. I'm going to run the ball on 1st and 2nd down, put us in 3rd and short. Can you man up and stop us? If you can't, it's methodical. If you do, we've got to think about it and go back to and be more innovative with our play calls.
All right. Southern wins if run the dang ball. Listen, I don't know what in this team wants to be a pass first team, but they have too much talent at the running back situation to not run the dang ball. Okay. Dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides. You have to dominate the line of scrimmage when it comes to PV. They play that front 4 that they have on the defense is crazy. All right. Their offensive line is pretty decent, right? You have a great front 4 defensively, Southern. You have a great O-line. You have to dominate the line of scrimmage to get this game in your wheelhouse, and you got to set the tone. What you did at UAPB, listen, the first defensive play of the game, it looked like a jailbreak for Southern. Everybody was in the backfield. I was like, these dudes look like they're playing with their hair on fire. It just it had a different intensity to the game. So you have to set the tone to let them know we're here and we're not going to go anywhere. All right. That's my philosophy for Southern. PV wins if. Listen, that is always going to, and when you play Southern, you have to make Bashawn McCray beat you. Simple. All right. Very, very simple. All right. You have to keep Southern, okay, off the field. Time of possession is your best friend, PV. They like to do that high, fast tempo crap. You keep them off the field, puts pressure on them to have to score. They go 3 and out. They might not see the ball again until halftime. Like, that's what this game needs to look like. You have to control the time of possession, and you have to win the turnover battle. But Sean McCray needs to be wearing purple and black. All right? But Sean McCray needs to be the backup quarterback to PV. That's what it needs to look like for you guys to win this game. All right, Kofi, hit me with your score.
The power of the Black Panther will show up in Prairie View this weekend. The power of the Black Panther, man. I'm going with Prairie View. That game was not close last year, and it was not close for a reason because Prairie View definitely had the better team. And this Prairie View team is battle tested. They're playing with a ton of confidence. They understand who they are. They're not looking it. They know what's in front of them. They're not going to let Southern come in there and beat them.
Call lines are open. 518
P-Vam.
263 8124. 518-263-8124. Call lines are open.
Make my fam the P-Vam.
This one is has been so difficult for me because one, I don't really like PV fans. All 10 of them. Don't like them. Don't like them. It would do me no better good to be like, ha, you Bama's lost. All 10 of y'all was out there cheering and you lost. Right? Southern on the opposite side is like, I don't know if I can believe anything that you like. I still don't know what Southern is. You beat the worst and you lose to average. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what Southern is. But I have to go with the more consistent team, and it has to be PV. Has to be PV. So I'm going PV wins this game 28-17, Prairie View over Southern. Got to go with PV on this one. Yeah. I mean, they've just been the more consistent team. You know what I'm saying? I know what to expect when I'm watching a PV team. I know they're going to play defense. I know they're going to play 10 yards off like idiots. I know they're going to run the ball. And I know they're going to dominate the line of scrimmage. That's PV in a nutshell. That's PV in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. God, why we got to start with Coach Green? Jesus Christ. Coach Green, you live.
Nah. Put some respect on Southern name.
Why?
That's all I'm saying.
You beat UAPB.
Put some respect on that name, bro. Talk about 28-17. Put some respect on it.
You beat UAPB.
It wasn't close last year.
Oh, they mollywopped.
Who was the coach last year?
Y'all mollywopped.
Who was the
It
coach
don't
last
matter.
year?
It
Who was the
wasn't
coach
close
last
last
year?
year. It was at
Who
homecoming.
was the coach last year?
You got mollywopped, though. You still lost.
Yeah, we did, but who was the coach?
But you still lost.
He scored on Texas Southern.
Yeah. The same coach that put all them points on us is at Southern.
Not the players.
And I called it. I said we're gonna beat UAPB, we're gonna beat PV, and we're gonna beat Alcorn, and then we playing JV.
What's he smoking?
I don't know.
He on that butter.
You can say I'm smoking all you want. I called it. And it's gonna happen.
That, bro, like UAPB, congratulations. You called a victory against UAPB. Ooh.
Dude.
Now you're Negro Damas. Ooh.
No. Oh, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. When we win these next two, then I'm gonna say I told you so.
If you so confident, just say you'll run off the next 4.
Dude, we got a JV after the next 3 before we even get to JSU. So
I said
I'm just letting you know we're gonna win these next 3.
If you're so confident,
and I'm saving the JSU.
I said if
I'm
you're
saving the JSU for
so
last.
comfortable, then you should be able to run off the next 4. If you're so confident.
Dude, I'm sticking to what I got right now.
Okay, cool.
Before we talk about JSU.
Okay, cool. If you Nicodamus, you know what I'm saying?
Look here, I'm sticking to what I got right now.
Stick to it.
Okay.
Stick to it.
So, and then
Are
when
you done?
Roll around, then I got something for you. All right.
All right.
Hey, tell me this, dog. Tell me you sweating right now, bro. 'Cause I know you sweating in that hot ass in that rambling bag.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Reebok made it with it's breathable. It's breathable.
It's breathable.
It's breathable. Yeah, I told you, got the athletic cut, got the armpits open. It's breathable. I'm good.
Why you got the G on there? It's supposed to be an R.
Well, Reebok, they kept it with the G because it just is what it is.
I got you.
Yep. Appreciate the call, though, Coach.
All right, that's all.
All right, KJ, you have some nerve. KJ, you have some nerve. Y'all shipped the schedule like 1:15. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, sit down now. If we're talking about beating up on featherweights, you guys are the kings of beating up on featherweights. Let's not do that. Okay, let's not say we did. But I mean, let me ask you this, Kofi. To put Southern in the top echelon of the SWAC, they would have to win this game, but how convincingly would you have to see them win this game to be like?
They just need to win it.
Okay.
They just need to win it because Prairie View has proven that they're competitive in both in and out of conference. Their in-conference games have been solid but methodical victories. It's like, watching the movie and you know what's going to happen, and then it happens. You know what I'm saying? They've been the same PV from the very beginning. And, this game is personal for Prairie View. So for Southern to be able to go on the road and simply win this game, which is going to be I want to say a dog fight, but it's 2 cats. So I'm going to say a cat fight.
Yeah.
It's going to be real, bro. And for Southern to do that, they would definitely have my respect. Right now, I don't know who they are.
I don't believe.
And if they beat Alcorn again, who has been playing solid ball both in and out of conference, that's going to speak a ton about who they are.
Let me ask you this. PV doesn't play Jackson State on their schedule. They don't play. I don't believe they play FAM. I think this is probably their hardest game outside of Alcorn. What would if you could forecast if PV played Jackson State, how would that? I mean, it's all hypothetical at this point because they don't play each other. What they could meet up in the SWAC championship. What does that look like for you if you were looking at
Now here's the deal. Like Prairie View could have won. People talking that noise, but Prairie View could have won that game last year.
Oh, absolutely. It
was winnable. It wasn't like Jackson State went in there and just ran them amok. Prairie View went in there and they made mistakes by not keeping the ball on the ground, and they kicked the ball to the wrong person. They made mistakes on their end of the field by throwing interceptions and pick sixes. That's what turned that game. But Prairie View was in that game. They were in position to do damage. And I think that they have a stronger identity this year. I think that they're capable. Jackson State's also better. But I think that, they're capable. I'll put it like that.
Okay. All right. We don't have any more callers, so we can pretty much shut this down. Kofi, what you got coming up this week?
Man, we got South Carolina State coming up this week. We've got Coach Rice, who's going to be on talking about what went into his mind when he went out there to Prairie View and then said, no, I don't want to be out there. I want to come on back. So we're going to find out what happened with that. And, we're going to talk some HBCU football with what's coming down the pike in the schedule and where FAMU is right now, along with this whole AD search. So we got a lot to talk about.
All right. Mr. Campbell just called out. I'm going to take this one and then we'll head on out.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Campbell?
Scotty, sorry for the late call. It's a lot of crimes that have been committed. So, once again, what is going on. In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups. The police who investigate the crimes and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. Scotty, this is their stories. This one right here is near and dear to my heart because this crime was reported. Scotty, people have 911 or you can text the police or you can actually call a number. We actually have a hotline from heaven that made this phone call that reported this crime. Eddie Robinson called from heaven and reported the crime. Now, Scotty, this crime that was reported was larceny and fraud. Now, for all you non-HBCU alums, fraud means stealing your stuff. The location of said crime was Fair Park, 3750, the Midway, Dallas, Texas, 75215. As you know, Scotty, crime has been increasing in that Dallas Metroplex area. So we had to go back once again. Now, approximately at 7 p.m. Eastern, Coach Eddie Robinson from heaven reported a stolen G and 65 male blacks, a few whites impersonated the Grambling football team. Luckily, we have the crime on tape, and we might be able to identify the subjects who committed the fraud and return the G to its rightful owner. But Scott, here's a good thing. We actually have a description of the G. It is an actual G. The G is outlined in black and gold. If you have seen this G anywhere laying incapacitated on I-20 between Jackson, Mississippi and Dallas, Texas, please call the OFFSCRIPT crime unit. But Scotty, here's the thing. We do know the G was alive because the last time we saw the G, it was in Birmingham, Alabama on a mariachi band this summer. So if any of you all have seen the G, please call 1-800-OFFSCRIPT because Grambling and Eddie Robinson wants the G to come back home. Now, Scotty, this one right here really concerned me because this was a series of crimes that was actually reported to our Civil Rights Division that handles discrimination. At approximately 1 p.m. at 231 North State Street, Jackson, Mississippi, the Delta Devils of Innovita were discriminated and treated with disrespect by the JSU Tigers. They received 49 lashes because they called themselves Delta Devils. Now, Scotty, you know the state of Mississippi has an ugly past of giving out whippings. We expect those coming to a state-owned facility not to be treated in such a fashion. But here's the thing. There is a pattern to this discrimination to those said devils. They actually reported that the same pattern of abuse happened at 1500 Wanish Way in Tallahassee, Florida, and received the same discriminatory treatment by the FAMU rattlers. Now, Scotty, here at the OFFSCRIPT Sports Crime Unit, we believe everyone has a right in what they want to believe in. If you want to believe in the devil, it's America. You can believe in the devil. We are actually investigating, but if this is an actual crime committed, or these were just some good old-fashioned ass whoopings that went wrong. We are yet to determine if we need to forward this on to the district attorney. But we will let you know and give you an update to everybody.
Holy moly.
And Scotty, there were two other crimes that were reported.
Jesus.
One, North Carolina A&T abusing a dog, a South Carolina State Bulldog, that is, and a camel. Can you believe abusing an eagle? This is some Mike Vick type stuff that was reported to us. Now, you know, we take very seriously about animal cruelty at the Off-Script Sports Crime Unit. Take it very serious. We ain't having no Michael Vick stuff on my watch.
Bruh.
Problem, Scotty. As you well know, our jurisdiction only covers HBCUs. So when you over there messing with the white folks, we're going to have to forward that over to the white folks division. I don't know if that crime will ever get solved. So, unfortunately, South Carolina State and North Carolina Central, that's out of our jurisdiction. But we will take the report and pass it along to the proper authorities. Just to let you know. So feel comfortable that we will support you. And if you have a civil case, I will personally contact Ben Crump. Because while you might not get any justice in the criminal justice system, you do have civil recourse to sue. So, Scotty, I just wanted to report because we've been really busy. You know, crime is on the rise. We've been really busy. But we're going to bring that G home. And we're going to make sure going forward that the Delta Devils get treated with some type of respect and no more discrimination as they travel to these public facilities. So, once again, to all the listeners out there, if you see the G or if you see any more animal abuse, call 1-800-OFF-SCRIPT. Scotty, that is our police report for tonight. And remember, don't take the law in your hands. Take them to court. Have a good night.
Ooh, my God.
Oh, and he said the camels. Oh my God, I knew I couldn't hold it together. Oh my God, something.
Camel soup.
Something is wrong with that man. Oh my God.
Next level.
Hey, listen. Some people got it, some people don't. Some people got it, some people don't. But that boy got it. That was man, that was funny. He said that is out of our jurisdiction. He said, I don't know. He said, I don't know if it's gonna get solved. But I'll pass the report.
Stole that darn G.
Oh my goodness. He said a heavenly call. Oh my goodness. Something is wrong with that man. All right, listen. Oh, geez, hold on. Oh, God.
You got to do the sound effect from the show one more time. There we go.
Oh my God, something's wrong with that man. Hey, listen. Okay, so Wednesday, bowling strike zone. 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Bowling strike zone. 8 o'clock. Kofi,
Kelvin and Brian.
Kelvin and Mike.
Brian.
All right. Yeah, those three guys, they'll be there for the bowling strike zone. FAMU, everything FAMU. Tuesday, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm gonna shoot from the hip. Wednesday, me and Mike Reed, you know, Mr. 60,000 in unison, one accord. Dion said something about that. I'm gonna bring that video clip up. Somebody lying. That's what Dion said. He said, you say, you know, he got the fingers. You say it's sold out. But when I check the tickets, it ain't sold out. That's what Dion says. So somebody lying. So Mike Reed, get your Dion Bible together because somebody lying. All right. So Wednesday, I don't know what time yet, but we'll let you know what time the Mike Reed show on Deep Breakdown. All right. And then Thursday, me and my boy Blue.
Let's go, Blue.
All right. Me and my boy Blue be here Thursday and Friday. You already know what it is. And so Saturday, I will be at the FAMU. Don't ask me about no watch party. I'm gonna be at the FAMU South Carolina State game. All right, that's where I'm gonna be at. I'm gonna do my pregame, and then we're gonna be at there, and then we do the post game for that game. All right. So listen, guys, I appreciate everybody. Until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna holler. God bless.